is the Magnate.
Hello, you're welcome to this week's edition of the Magnate. The Magnate is a program, half-hour program where we parade professionals, veterans from diverse backgrounds, all in a bid to tap from their wealth of knowledge and impact it on the younger ones. Today will not be an exception. We shall be focusing on what is on the lips, virtually lips of everybody. This is the Jackpa. But on our side today, we're going to be looking at the flip side of Jackpa. Jackpa, that is brain gain. Our guest of the week is somebody who is well endowed in virtually most aspects of living. We call him King of Boys. Others call him Brother Licious, Brother Lee. I'm sure a few people already hazarding a guess as to who we have in the studio. Let's give you a citation. When we come back, it will be an interactive session. It's in the familiar terrain. We'll be back shortly.
Otsu is a trained lawyer of over 25 years experience and an alumnus of the University of Lagos, LLB, passed the Nigerian Law School Bar examination and enrolled as a barrister and solicitor with Supreme Court of Nigeria. He has master's degree in law, University of London, Queen Mary, IESE Business School of Nevada, Spain, a chartered stockbroker, associate member of the Chartered Institute of Stockbroker, an associate member of the Business Recovery and Insolvency Practitioner Association, chartered pensions administrator, and alumnus of Lagos Business School, chief executive program. Currently, he is group managing director, chief executive officer of Max Group, Max Securities Limited, a company with 4 wholly owned subsidiaries: Max Consults Limited, Max Properties and Investments Limited, Max Energy Limited, and Max Construction Limited. He recently established a strategic offshore company, Max Solution Limited, as a bridge to international clients and business interests. A founding member of Berkeley Solicitors, a law firm merged with other firms to form Sagittarian Berkeley Solicitors and later Rose Berkeley Solicitors. An immediate past vice chairman of the Association of Stockbroking Houses of Nigeria, ASHON, and with recent appointments within the committee constituted by the Federal Government of Nigeria to review the Investment and Securities Act 2007 and leading numerous companies. Lead stockbroker in the writing of the initial public offering of Transcorp, the holding company of the Transcorp Hilton Hotel in Nigeria. Stockbroker advisor on a 100 billion bond for Delta State of Nigeria. In his service to humanity, Otsu is a 2-time president of Rotary Club of Moshi Metro. Otsu is happily married with children.
Hi, Chief. Greg Otsu. You're welcome to the Magnate.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you have a very robust citation. The focus is on brain gain. You know, the one people know is brain drain, draining the country of our best brains, right? But let's even set the pace first. What do you understand by brain drain?
I'd rather start by saying I don't believe there is anything like brain drain, because the world is a universe, and anywhere you find comfort, you're free to live. It's unfortunate that people see it on the negative side. I see it from the perspective of gaining more knowledge, but the other aspect that people are concerned about is the lack of opportunity that is not in Africa. So most people decide to go and look for greener pasture. So which I see it as positive. So wherever you find comfort, that should be your home.
Let's take medical sector, for instance, the doctors, the nurses. You know, when they live in droves like this happening recently, the facility in our own country suffer. The patients do not have enough hands to take care of them. Don't you think that is draining the country of best brains?
Like I said, it depends. If you can't pay your doctors after you've gone through the institution for like 8 to 9 years, and you're paying someone less than below average, far below average, what do you expect? I have a professor as a friend who is complaining of paying children's school fees and all that. A professor, medical doctor, as a professor, at the age of 49, 50, he can't boast of conveniently paying children's school fees. While you have our lawmakers earning as much as 15, 20 million a month. So what do you expect?
So from what you're saying, there should be a discourse, probably a national summit to extract all this, so that some of these are good hands. Even when they leave, they can still add value. They can still, impact the knowledge they have in the country. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think some of them are doing that already. We, especially in the field of medicine, a lot of them come back to give back. They go on medical. They come with their friends and partners for medical. What do you call it again? Medical outreach. They come here every now and then. To supply us medications and all that. Also bring their colleagues to do operations and all that. And we experience a lot of that, even in Rotary. We have some of our doctors, or even nurses that come, they come and give back to the society. Yeah.
I agree with you, but you also agree with me that is just once in a blue moon. When we talk of, like I said, even the tertiary institutions are not left out. You see now a lot of the professors you talked about, university done, because of the greener pasture, you see more prospects abroad, they go there, and our students are worse off because they really don't get those good teachers, cerebral people to impact the knowledge.
It's quite unfortunate, but it's a societal thing. Our leaders should learn to not to be selfish. You get what I'm saying? Because if you create a level playing field, and there's no way a lecturer will leave, or a doctor will leave, or a nurse will leave. You get what I'm saying?
Home is home, anytime.
Yeah, home is home, and like you said, it should be something that should be a national discourse. You get what I'm saying? And I really don't know what is wrong, but even when you have a friend, it becomes a politician, it changes. You get what I'm saying? So the system is not encouraging, to say the least.
Let's zero in on you now. You are homebred. You go abroad, you come back. In fact, you run your businesses both abroad and here. Why are you still... You could have as well said, let me just remain abroad and not even have a recourse to Nigeria. You understand? Why do you think you still have that home spirit, that patriotism in you, that even though you still go abroad, you still come here? That is what is called jackwada. That is gaining. Whatever you have gained over there, you are impacting it here. Is that correct?
There's no place like home. There's no place like home, man. Like you rightly said, we should live by example. And what fascinates me more is to see our youth growing, and they should also know that whatever you gain abroad, you should be able to come to impact here. You get what I'm saying? And so it's like my mom will say, whatever you learn from wherever export you decide to be, there's a need for you to come and show example. So that was why people like us had to go home to build our houses and all that. So it's just to impact on the upcoming youths, at least, for them to know that
home is home.
Home is home. And there's a need for hard work.
Why do you think they are so desperate? What are the other challenges that you think we can identify with such, untowards leaving the country?
I see it as they're wanting to take advantage, and also, there's no man that is made for poverty. when you see your mates travel out and they come in with huge
dose of money, dollars, pounds, euros.
But that is not too good a risk for anybody to take. You know what I'm saying? If for nothing else, if I would rather this thing go through educational route or some other means of this thing of traveling.
Somebody was telling me, somebody in the neighboring countries, that millionaires in their countries make their millions from Nigeria. Is it that we are blind to the several potentials in this world, or we are not able to harness all those potentials that are inherent in our own great country, Nigeria?
No, a lot of people are harnessing it. A lot of people are harnessing the potential this thing available in Nigeria, but it's just the proportion that you may have to, because of the enabling environment. You know, all we have been begging our various governmental institutions or persons in government is for them to create that enabling environment for people to strive.
Okay.
Like if you provide electricity, the barber will barb without, if you provide electricity, somebody will sleep in his house and sleep well, and the next day
we will not be using diesel for this recording now.
You know what I'm saying? You can imagine how much you are spending on diesel. A liter is over 1,000. The generator has been on since yesterday. You get what I'm saying? These are things that ordinary we should have gone past.
Like I said at the opening, they call you king of boys because you have a lot of mentees. And what do you try to tell your mentees, that at least a good number of them are still around? Even when they go, they come back to come and build Nigeria.
The truth of the matter is there's nothing like hard work. Hard work pays. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. No matter what anybody says to me, I know what it takes to sit down and read to pass an exam. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? If you put your strength in working hard, you get the results. So whoever wants to make it in life, it's even harder out there because they are not privileged to have like kind of a weather. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you don't put on your heater, you will get frozen before the next morning.
And that consumes a lot of energy.
That is it. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So if anybody wants to make it in life, you just have to decide which aspect to choose. Yeah. If you want to be a mechanic, be a good mechanic. Mm-hmm. If you want to be a barber, be a good barber. Anything you choose to do in life, put your concentration
resilience and focus and passion. And then, of course, shine your eyes. There are a lot of potentials in the country. Yeah. One other aspect is somebody was lamenting that a lot of people have left this country. They have not even begged them. While you are there, help us to still rebuild our company. The use of technology, you can still impact the knowledge you are having onto our company to rebuild it. How do you think that will work?
A lot of Nigerians they are really impacting back in the country. You can see some of the ministers, the younger ones that the present administration brought on board. Most of them are trained, well trained.
Abroad.
Seasoned, yes, Nigerians.
So they are now doing jackpada.
Yes, that is it. They are bringing, a lot of our youths are coming back to impact because we have got the population. We have got what it takes for you to make it here. The only thing we are praying is for enabling environment. Yes, so life will not be that expensive for
particularly the young SMEs.
Yes, for Nigerians.
All right, we are still chatting with Sir Greg Otsu. She is a High Chief of Uzairi Kingdom, Edo North. That's where we are going to now. Let's go for a short break. When we come back, let's see how much of community development he has done, even though he's a yuppie, more abroad than Nigeria. We'll be back shortly. This is the Magnates. We are still chatting with Sir Greg Otsu. He is the MD of Mag Security, right?
Yeah.
And they are into property business. I told you earlier, he's a cap fits all. A lot of feathers to his cap. I wonder how he cope with time management. Now let's come to your community development. You are also good at it, right?
Definitely.
Because I was watching on TV live on NTA sometime about a year ago. I saw you and some of your peers commissioning the new palace of the Ogineni of Uzairi.
Yeah.
One of the first-class rulers in Edo North.
Yeah.
Yeah, what could have prompted that? I know you are one of his chiefs, one of his high chief, Are you just paying back or is part of community development?
No, I think that was a project that was promulgated by Philip Shaibu, the deputy governor of
Edo
Edo
State.
State. He called us together, called all the prominent Uzairi sons and daughters
And the
together.
title chiefs.
I said there was a need for us to build an edifice for Uzairi Kingdom. So we mobilized and promoted the idea of building one of the most beautiful
Palaces.
I've seen in recent times. So,
No.
and yeah, I'm sure NTA carried it live and channels too. So that was when we all went home to make him proud. And the Oba of Benin graciously came to
Commission it.
Yeah, to commission,
Yes.
grace the occasion. So
Yes, we watched it live.
it was one of our best moments.
Yes,
Uzairi
that
sons
is
and
to
daughters.
introduce you to the community development. I know there are a lot. And then you're also a very prominent member. I'm not sure if it's up to 20 years now. It's our club, one just clocked 40 years over.
Yeah.
In fact, you should know that you were chairman of the organizing committee when we had an elaborate celebration. The little I know, you have served as secretary, VP2, two-time VP1, and now the
Treasurer.
president. And you have also served as treasurer.
Financial secretary.
All rounder. How do you feel now that you have been endowed or elected as the president of the club?
Yeah, I'm quite excited. It's just time to give back to my people. And that is what, for over 20 years we have been doing it. So we just pray for God's
Guidance.
yeah, we will do the needful
Okay.
by His grace.
Okay, all these other positions you have enumerated, serving, answering, how do you think it has prepared you to this number one position in Etsako Club 81?
The truth of the matter is, anything some people like us decide to do, we do it graciously, and it was our big uncle, later retired, that invited us to join as young men, fresh out of school. We just found everybody that was there very interesting and very, very astute and serious. People like Alhaji Hassan Momodu, you know what I'm saying? Later, we got to know SS Afemike, who is our BOT chairman. There are a lot of prominent men that we saw in the Etsako Club 81. Azebiokai, Engineer Azebiokai, one prominent man that owned some trolley ship and all that. We got to know all of them, and we were very excited to see that such serious people are part of Etsako Club 81.
Excited to align.
Yes, we decided to learn from them and also to be part of what they are doing. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me pause to thank the Almighty God for making this day possible. I wish to also sincerely thank all the people who, through one way or the other, encouraged, supported my bid for the office of the president. This day belongs to every one of us. I remain grateful and pray that God, in His guidance, wisdom, and grace, effectively and successfully lead our dear great club to continue to impact a greater number of the people in our community more positively. Distinguished members, I commend the vision of the founding members of this great club, their immense resourcefulness in creating this eminent club. It is on record that they work tirelessly to achieve the noble objective for which the club was created.
How do you think this your CEO-ship, Chief Executive Officer, has prepared you well enough to now add value or to bring a lot of value to Edo North through Etsako Club 81?
Math security is part of math group. We have math council too, where most often what we do is to raise money for infrastructural development and all that. We became 40 years about a year ago, and we decided to still celebrate this because of the need to showcase our cultural heritage and to honor ourselves to the world.
Having chaired the organizing committee of the 40 years of Etsako Club 81, how do you want to share that experience, considering the fact that there's a major project on ground, which I'm sure is part of your target you want to achieve as president?
Definitely. Chairing the organizing committee of 40th anniversary was a major challenge, you know what I'm saying? And when the then president, Dr. Dako, you know, when he said, okay, we are 40 years, let's see what we can do together to mark it. But when Dr. Bala came in, a young dynamic man, he said, why not, Greg, but you are going to head it. And I said it was a challenge, and you were part of us, and we, yes. And you were one of those that really encouraged me, I can recall. So we have to tighten our bets, and yes, it was a major success.
This bridging the gap, what do you think? What's your strategy? How do you want to do that? You're king of boys and you relate well with the elders.
I just came back from Abuja, where I went to Grace
Abuja branch.
And I believe if you want to impact in the society, you definitely have to come down.
Be part of them.
To be part of the system. And the team I have, or the team we have that we built, it's a very solid team. There are guys that are very young at heart and are ready to work. They are very dynamic, you know, dynamic guys. Everybody is excited. We are all excited, and we want to ensure that our administration is going to be very robust. And we also have begged our immediate past president not to leave us, to stay, yes, because
all the past presidents too.
Yes, all the past presidents too. You know, definitely, I'm very, very in tune with almost all the past presidents.
Say Grego, Guy Grego, on the lips of everybody.
Yeah, so we thank God for that.
Okay.
By His grace, which I deliver.
All right. By the way, how did you get the slogan "King of Boys," and how do you want to use it to bring in some of these boys? If you are king of boys, bring them in. We have a youth wing. You know, how do you want to? You host them regularly.
Yeah. Like I said, it's all part of being social, and whatever you want to do, you have to just bring yourself to the level of the people you want to interact with. So they're all my friends.
That's why you are their king. How did you get that name?
It's the elderly ones that gave me King of Boys.
Oh, okay.
Especially our daddy, MS Momodu.
Okay. The eldest.
Yeah, the eldest. He was the one that actually started calling me King of Boys because he said I have a way around the youth.
It's been the Magnate. I still have a barrister, Sir High Chief Greg Otsu here. I dare more so that I can read them out. Yes, as president of Etsako Club 81, there's an Etsako person watching us now. What do you have to tell the person and stand to gain from being a member of Etsako Club? Considering the fact that we are not spreading, there are a lot of diaspora branches now. We just inaugurated the Americas. UK is emerging. You just came back from Abuja, gig from the end of year. We also have Benin and maybe an emerging home branch. What do you have to say?
Definitely, that is a challenge that we decided to take on. We are going to go out massively. And like I've always said, we need to use publicity to enhance the drive, the membership drive. Part of what we are going to introduce is the business community angle to EC81. We have to create that platform like we do in the Ikoyi Club. Any business you have, we have a platform that is
Directory.
separate here. Throw in there. If you want to sell a house, if you need a plumber, if you need a driver, if you need security, you know. And a lot of people have made tons of money from such
Joint
platforms.
ventures.
Yeah.
We have been chatting with High Chief, Sir, Barrister at Law, Greg Otsu. Thank you very much for coming to the program.
Thank you for
And I
having
wish
me.
you all the best in your endeavors,
Thank you
in
very
your
much.
private business,
Thank
and
you.
the one that had just been endowed on you, President Etsako Club 81. I wish you the very best.
Thank you very much.
That's our show today, The Magnates. Remember, if you want to watch this program again, you have our YouTube channel to resort to. And remember that all our social media handles are always there for you to follow us so that you can be abreast of what we have on offer for you. It's The Magnate today. Make it a date with us same time next week when we shall bring another cerebral guest, another good magnate that you can tap and learn from their wealth of knowledge. Until then, bye for now.